Good evening and welcome to the 25th Annual Santa Paula Latino Town Hall Awards event. Tonight we ask you to join us in congratulating local heroes of the Santa Paula community in the areas of business, education, community service, cultural arts, student success, sports, and lifetime achievement of volunteerism. This night will be extra special since Santa Paula Latino Town Hall will celebrate 25 years of a legacy of education, advocacy, and action. Our stories move us forward, then, now, and tomorrow. Santa Paula Latino Town Hall has had enormous success over the years, in large part due to our early leadership, and none as passionate and impactful as Mr. Bob Borrego, our first president and dedicated member of Santa Paula Latino Town Hall. In fact, this year, Santa Paula Latino Town Hall decided to name our Community Service Award the Bob Borrego Community Service Award in recognition of his decades of community service. Over a lifetime of personal experiences, professions, and family life, Mr. Borrego has shared his early stories and enriched our experiences with his guidance, wisdom, and dedication to community. Whether it was his political experience tempered with church administrator duties or the many city council and school board meetings where Mr. Borrego spoke truth to power, there is no doubt that our first president took his role seriously and advocated as strongly as any of the more well-known national civil rights leaders of his time. We are sincerely indebted to Mr. Borrego for leading the way, and he is the reason that we find our organization well established in the community of Santa Paula after 25 years. It is an honor to introduce Mr. Bob Borrego.
I was born around the time of the Great Depression and lost 4 childhood friends. I watched as they slowly died from malnutrition, untreated health problems. The parents were poor and could not afford medicine or doctors. And that at that age, I could not do a thing about it. But as I grew older, I could never forget what happened to my friends. I started to look for ways to help those in need. I got involved in community affairs and eventually found myself in leadership positions. That's what allowed me to make change in the areas that would positively impact the lives of others. In 1996, I and others in the community, including Ray Garcia, Jess Victoria, formed the Santa Paula Latino Town Hall, an organization that sought to involve the living conditions in families of Santa Paula. Over the past 24 years, LTH has raised funds for many community projects, organizations, and student scholarships. In turn, we have enjoyed the support of the business community. Longtime LTH members like myself, I'm 94, invite new members, especially our youth, to take up the baton and join our vibrant organization. It is the opportunity to advocate side by side with energetic, talented, and committed people who continue to carry on the important work yet to be done. I wish to sincerely thank all current and past LTH members who have served continued in various ways during the past 25 years. Without them, I could not have succeeded. Thank you for allowing me to work alongside with you and serve you involved in community Santa Paula.
A 25-year legacy of education, advocacy, and action. Our stories move us forward then, now, and tomorrow. As we move forward to hand the baton of history, tears, struggles, and ultimately many achievements, we must first remember our history. Here's our story. Founded in 1996, after meeting in the Casa del Mexicano and in the Knights of Columbus Hall, the founders, Raymond Garcia, Bob Borrego, Jess Victoria, Ofelia de la Torre, Jesse Ornelas, Laura and Victor Espinosa, said the time was right to help our community become more informed, more engaged, and change systemic racism. Many preliminary conversations were held in Raymond Garcia's Green Morning Bookstore, located on 10th Street, across from La Terraza's restaurant, formerly a Taco Bell. After another city council meeting or school board meeting, where Latino, Mexicano, Chicano voices were not heard, the group pondered starting a Spanish-language newspaper and strategized how they could organize the various neighborhoods, especially on the east side of town. They began to organize and formally adopted Articles of Incorporation. They named the organization Santa Paula Latino Town Hall to represent that all voices should be heard, as in a town hall meeting where the community comes together to discuss neighborhood issues and jointly find solutions. Barbara Macri Ortiz was the attorney who drafted the bylaws that were adopted by the membership on September 6, 1996. Thereafter, the annual awards dinner was held on or near that date. Why an annual awards dinner? One of the observations was that Latino residents were never acknowledged for their contributions in the community. They were painted as sleeping giants when it came to voting, as parents who did not care about their children's education because they were not the PTA president or officer. The roads and street lights were the last to be improved in the Las Piedras Park area, a densely populated area of neatly manicured homes. There were no youth recreational programs in that area. Adult soccer games were surveilled by police officers for drinking and urinating outdoors because there were no public restrooms like other city parks. The truth is that Latinos have all along been contributors to the social, economic, and political culture of Santa Paula through church fiestas, sales tax purchases in local stores, and mom-and-pop markets, local businesses, including a local radio station owned by Mr. Juan Salas, whose son owned El Brillante Market. Another son, Victor Salas, was president of the Mexican Chamber of Commerce. Chino's Market, owned by Chino Valdez, was a vibrant business who often loaned money to those in need and served as a trusted messenger for those needing assistance to contact family in Mexico. These two savvy businessmen also owned numerous properties. Who remembers another entrepreneur, Florence Elwell, otherwise known as Thea Babe? When it came to elections, the city fathers knew just where to go to organize Latino voters, and they won each and every time. So many elections were won by white candidates that it came to the attention of the U.S. Department of Justice that Latinos were unable to elect their candidates of choice because voting was racially polarized, and they filed a lawsuit against the city of Santa Paula, which was settled in 2001 after $1 million in attorney fees were paid. The same situation continues to exist today in Board of Supervisor districts, where the votes of Santa Paulans are diluted by the predominantly white wealthy voters of Camarillo. Santa Paula Latino Town Hall has organized voter registration drives, hosted candidate forums, and provided testimony in redistricting processes. In fact, former Santa Paula Latino Town Hall President Dr. Gabino Aguirre beat out thousands of applicants to become one of the first appointees to California's Independent Redistricting Commission. The notion that Latinos were lazy or not interested in the community was dead wrong on all points. Affordable housing became a controversial issue when Cabrillo Economic Development Corporation brought forward a small 14-unit development that would clean up a vacant, unkempt lot near present-day La Cabana restaurant and a former bar were located. Every NIMBY in Santa Paula, except those directly impacted in the neighborhood that did want to upgrade their neighborhood, came out to city council meetings and wrote harsh letters to the editor in the local newspaper, which had no editorial guidelines. It happened again many years later when the same developer presented a proposal for the Rodney Fernandez Gardens that today boasts a community garden, a pristine property, and is adjacent to the Bob Borrego Head Start Preschool. I had been elected in 1994 as the first Latina to be elected to a city council in Ventura County, and a strong proponent of affordable housing and youth programs. The vitriolic criticism was beyond differences of opinion. As one white ally stated, "You were like red meat." The escalation also led to calls for Spanish interpretation of city council meetings, which was not implemented until 1998. This was important so that the Spanish-speaking community could be more informed about decisions being made at City Hall and could have a meaningful voice. Sometime since then, the City Council stopped contracting this service. Today, the business of the people is only provided in English, although 80% of the population is Latino. Around this time, Las Piedras Park residents began to complain about the lack of services in their neighborhood. The city's answer was to use redevelopment funds that could have been used in Santa Paula for affordable housing to instead build a police substation. During this period, the City Council majority voted to change the process to place items on the council agenda, requiring that a majority vote was needed. Since the votes were generally 4-1, it was clear that I would not be able to place items that constituents had asked to be addressed on the agenda. This was deliberate and effectively stopped the voice of the Latino community from representing their issues. President Borrego's term was indeed contentious, as he often spoke in public comment. Latina and Santa Paula Latino Town Hall founder Ofelia de la Torre was elected to the school board, where she advocated for improved student test scores, bilingual staff, and the hiring of a superintendent who understood the needs of the district. When Mrs. de la Torre ran for re-election in 2008, she lost by 1 vote. Although the race seemed suspicious, she did not seek an appeal due to the cost involved. This was the setting during the term of Bob Borrego. As part of the mission of Santa Paula Latino Town Hall, we have focused extensively on education in K through 12 and the pursuit of higher education through a vision to obtain a community college center in the Santa Clara Valley that was authorized in the 2002 Bond Measure S. Dr. Larry Calderon, a native of Santa Paula and Ventura Community College president, first initiated the expansion and moved the passage of the Bond Measure S to include funding for a center. The $356 million was spent to improve all the campuses and was to include the satellite in Santa Paula. That money was given to the Ventura County Sheriff Academy, a non-Ventura Community College district function, and the satellite remains with only 5 classrooms to serve the entire Santa Clara Valley. Our residents continue to pay for those improvements with our property taxes. Santa Paula Latino Town Hall has championed the vision and held many meetings with Harold Edwards, CEO of Limonera, developers of the Harvest, the Santa Paula Unified School District, and the Ventura Community College Board of Trustees. As of this date, the Ventura Community College District is in process of completing a facilities master plan. Other public agencies that our members serve on include the Santa Paula Unified School District LCAP and budget committees, Ventura County Behavioral Health Latino Disparities Reduction Committee, Ventura County Area Agency on Aging, the Ventura County Public Safety Racial Equity Advisory Group, the Ventura County Health Equity Advisory Group, the Chancellor's East Campus Advisory Committee, and the Santa Paula Hospital Blue Ribbon Committee. Bob Borrego. President Bob Borrego's terms of office set the stage for institutional change in Santa Paula. During President Borrego's term of office, it included identifying candidates and running campaigns for city council and school board races. Public comments were made at the Local Agency Formation Commission, LAFCO, hearings to determine where and how our community would grow and for whom it would grow to avoid gentrification and destruction of agricultural lands that kept our farm workers employed. There were many meetings at City Council and school boards where Mr. Borrego would strongly admonish the actions of the elected officials for their discriminatory actions. We would call it today institutional racism. We passed a SOAR measure in Santa Paula that determined our growth areas. In education, we began raising dollars for high school scholarships and sponsored cultural events such as Trajes Regionales de Mexico exhibit at the Santa Paula Oil Museum and the De Colores art exhibit. In the economic development area, we increased citizen participation in city affairs by working on turnout and through hosting workshops at Our Lady of Guadalupe, the local Catholic church, a hub of the Spanish-speaking community. Dr. Gabino Aguirre. The second Santa Paula Latino Town Hall president, Dr. Gabino Aguirre, a former mayor and appointee to the first independent California Redistricting Commission, embarked on the Farm Worker Monument Project with member Albino Pineda that successfully raised $350,000 to plan, design, and build the unique monument. It is the only such monument in the United States that honors the contributions of farm labor. All agricultural professions are represented, including field workers, packing house workers, truck drivers, labor contractors, and ranchers. Each name represents the blood, sweat, and tears of various ethnic backgrounds: Italian, Chinese, Irish, Czech, Filipino, Mexican, and Central American. Many of us can trace our ancestry as having traveled this path and have many stories yet to be told. The monument and its stories are a way of displaying the city's shining jewels. The Youth Empowerment Initiative was conceived at a community meeting at the local high school. Issues regarding the educational experience of high school students were discussed and solutions suggested. Career seminars with Latino, Chicano role models that could inspire success and provide a visual role model for the students on the cusp of making lifelong decisions related to education, family, and choosing a career. To address the low percentage of college-going youth, field trips were held for parents and children to visit local colleges so that they could visualize their family going to college, and a youth leadership conference was launched. The first reopening of Santa Paula Hospital was negotiated with the County of Ventura, and President Aguirre served on that team. The valuable healthcare facility was saved with collaboration with other concerned community leaders, including Santa Paula Latino Town Hall founder and member Rodney Fernandez. While president of Santa Paula Latino Town Hall and mayor of Santa Paula, Dr. Aguirre was invited to be part of a delegation formed by mayors of Hiroshima and Nagasaki to attend and present at the deliberation of the continuance of the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty at the United Nations in New York. A letter proposed and adopted by the National Conference of Mayors was distributed all over the world. However, Santa Paula was the first signatory. Lorenzo Moraza. The third president of Santa Paula Latino Town Hall was Lorenzo Lencho Moraza, a former administrator at Renaissance High School. As an educator, Lorenzo continued the focus on education during his term and involved the membership in identifying 3 new superintendents. He was part of the Santa Paula District Unification and Bond Measure Committees. Santa Paula Latino Town Hall members became active in standing committees such as LCAP and the District Budget Advisory Committee. In 2016, through a partnership with Ventura County Public Health, Santa Paula Latino Town Hall led the Collective Impact Project. The goal was to identify unmet needs and that all Santa Paula residents have the supports they need to be safe, healthy, and thriving. The objectives were to increase an equitable allocation of needed resources in Santa Paula, resources to be available in locations and settings that promote use and access, and needed services be provided in a culturally and linguistically competent manner. The outcomes after a year of meetings included a resident leadership academy that empowered community residents to reduce health disparities and inequities by encouraging healthy eating, physical activity, and public safety through policy and environmental change. Additionally, a probation agency kiosk was placed at the Blanchard Library so that low-level probationers could report in as court-ordered, even though they lacked transportation to travel to Oxnard. The Human Services Agency added hours of service to evening and Saturdays to accommodate working families who required assistance for public social services such as Medi-Cal enrollment and Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP. This was a great success for our advocacy work. In 2017, the Thomas Fire called Santa Paula Latino Town Hall into action. Members responded to assisting farm worker families, victims of the fire, with financial aid and securing and delivering food, household goods, furniture, and co-hosted an event at Limonera Park with disaster relief services from the state and local agencies. Thousands of dollars in gift cards from the Red Cross and Santa Paula Latino Town Hall were distributed through our efforts. In 2019, Santa Paula Latino Town Hall organized a community higher education forum to to educate and raise awareness for the much-needed Community College Education Center. We had also collaborated with Santa Clara Valley Together, an organization that several of our members participate, to bring experts in the field of education and economics, such as Dr. Demui, Director of the Center for Economics of Social Issues at Cal Lutheran, and Bruce Stensley from Ventura County Economic Development Collaborative. The 2020 census, the most successful of any previous decade, was greatly enhanced by the membership participation of Santa Paula Latino Town Hall. Our members were part of the local and regional Complete Count Committee, including Dr. Gabino Aguirre, co-chair of a 5-county region, Laura Espinosa, and Lorenzo Moraza. President Moraza led the Santa Paula Committee, along with partners from the Chamber of Commerce, John Marquez, and Santa Paula School Board trustees, Daniel Sandoval and Gabriela Ornelas, and City Councilman Andy Sobel. We initiated the Family Science Night through the leadership of member Kristen Majda, who brought resources each year to young students with STEM-focused activities shared with parents and students. High school youth and Santa Paula Latino Town Hall members were recruited to mentor and help facilitate. Student leadership conferences and college visits were arranged each year. A program that collaborated with UCLA and the Ronald Reagan Library brought students together to develop a roadmap and a community project to enrich their academic and community service culture. As a result, Santa Paula Union High School student Irene Perez implemented a laundry program for homeless individuals that later developed into Spirit of Santa Paula and County of Ventura's weekly shower and laundry program housed at El Buen Pastor Church, all sparked by one student's dream to give back to the community. The career conferences brought Latino professionals such as doctors and lawyers and a successful CEO of a large rural health clinic system, Roberto Juarez, to speak to students so that they could envision themselves after hearing the stories of successful individuals who looked and shared lived experiences just like their own lived experiences of poverty, language barriers, and low self-esteem. Laura Espinosa. My term began in 2021, in the middle of the pandemic. We worked closely with the County of Ventura Public Health to ensure the Latino community received information and vaccinations for COVID-19, filming Spanish videos, distributing flyers and food. We were alarmed at the soaring numbers as Latinos were hit disproportionately much higher than other populations. Following the adoption of the annual strategic plan led by Dr. Roberto Vargas, my goals were to improve internal structures through implementation of committees for education, government accountability, economic development, membership, and technology. We began recruiting new, younger members who would carry the baton forward. Membership now includes members from throughout Ventura County. Additionally, the business needs of the organization included applying for grants to supplement our annual awards dinner fundraiser and obtaining accounting services as we increased our revenue. This past year, we are closer to reaching the construction of a new County of Ventura Santa Paula Hospital complex with surrounding social services. While just 2 short years ago, Santa Paula Latino Town Hall gathered at the Casa del Mexicano to negotiate with the county the reopening of the obstetric unit. This year, after many years of advocating for expansion of mental health services, we have seen the Latino Mental Health Disparities Reduction Committee successfully accomplish the opening of Jackson House in Santa Paula, and the Logrando Bienestar Outreach Program has expanded staffing, adding community service coordinators that work not only with schools, but now includes La Clave training of law enforcement and other public agency employees. Clinicians and administrative staff will be added in the next fiscal year. A new mental health services office has been identified on the avenue in Ventura to serve that underserved population. We hosted training and presented testimony on the state and county redistricting processes to ensure voting rights for all eligible voters. We were active participants in the housing element update to ease the burden of lack of affordable housing. Santa Paula Latino Town Hall provided written and oral remarks for the City of Santa Paula's strategic plan, leading with our elected officials. We are planning the 2022 Community Policing Forum to engage youth and adults in neighborhood leadership through art and dialogue and healing. As we witness another annual awards event led by Dr. Maria Munguia, we are reminded of the many heroes in the community who previously were unnoticed, and now their daily contributions are highlighted, recognized, appreciated, and valued as the fabric is tightly woven to nurture, educate, uplift, heal, and build this thriving community of Santa Paula. There are now 200 Latino Town Hall Award recipients. Throughout our history, we made sure to educate ourselves about social justice and other community issues, bringing guest speakers who were subject matter experts to our monthly meetings, and hosting public forums on the housing element and general plan, hosted environmental workshops with national speakers, and mental health town halls and candidate forums. As mentioned earlier, several of our members serve on the County of Ventura Blue Ribbon Committee to establish a new hospital and social services complex. Our leadership was instrumental in reopening the Santa Paula Hospital twice. We collaborated with public agencies to bring equity into the delivery of social services that other communities were receiving but remained limited in the Santa Clara Valley. It took demands, persuasion, and firmness to commitment to our community. We looked at our community from an asset-based lens versus a deficit perspective. Part of that has to do with the benefit of pride and self-determination learned through the Chicano movement. Our leadership was a product of the self-awareness culture of the 1960s and 1970s. The members were obtaining master's and doctorate degrees. Some became teachers. Some were elected officials, social workers, community volunteers, and from other working backgrounds. As we approach the next 25 years of advocacy and service, we pass the baton to new, skilled members who will maintain the cultural heritage, look to the future, expecting accountability in all public sectors, improved access to higher education through a college center, a Santa Paula Unified School District that instructs for student success like we've never seen, expanded mental health services, and an early childhood education pilot project that supports every family in Santa Paula with childcare needs. It is with gratitude that we acknowledge this year's Santa Paula Latino Town Hall sponsors for your support. We could not continue to do our work in the community without your generosity. As we close the year, we respectfully acknowledge those who have passed and their families due to the COVID-19 pandemic. We also want to thank the public servants who ensured Ventura County communities remain safe through daily information in multiple languages, vaccination pop-ups, and provided proper medical care. We truly thank our county partners, city and education leaders, and the collaborations we have shared with other community-based organizations. Special recognition goes to every Santa Paula Latino Town Hall member, past and present, that have fulfilled their membership obligation of at least 2 hours a month of service to the community. We recognize the good work of Dr. Robert Levin, Ventura County Public Health Officer, Rigoberto Vargas, Director of Public Health, Mike Powers, CEO of the County of Ventura, Rosa Gonzalez, Clerk of the Board and Community Liaison, and all the doctors, nurses, and other medical support staff. Each was instrumental in keeping our essential workers, including farm workers, safe. We could not have come out of this second year of the pandemic without them. Gracias. Good night. Our story includes all of you and moves us forward.
In southern Califas, where Shumash once freely roamed between South Mountain and the Maricopas, buried remnants of segregated schools and churches, Hoover's deportations, KKK cross burnings, and Limoneras farm worker strikes melted inside the sleeping giant. La Casa del Mexicano, Lucy Heise's CSO, Dennis Renault's UFW float, and Blaise Bompayne's ouster from Santa Paula have since been relegated to buried history. The Brown Berets and other labeled radicals, one by one, have dissipated into thin air or under the radar. Continue La Lucha. The Santa Clara Valley, with its hillsides everywhere, witnessed the first Chicano city council woman attacked time and time again. In a city with changing demographics, Raymond Garcia brought together community members with the strength and the fortitude to organize themselves. Like a giant tidal wave crashing on the surf, Latino Town Hall made its presence known. From ensuring Santa Paula Hospital remain open, to funding scholarships, cultural arts events, and a farm workers monument dedicated to those who put food on our table, LTH, as is commonly called, has demonstrated it is a force to be reckoned with. From governmental affairs, unemployment, voting rights, education, cultural arts, climate change, police brutality, healthcare, mental health, housing, and immigration rights, you can be sure LTH will be there to advocate. Latino Town Hall has revealed and stood up to inequities which can only be erased through the empowerment of the Mexicano, Latino, Chicano community in the citrus capital of the world. On its 25th anniversary, its silver anniversary, remember, LTH is proving the sleeping giant has awakened with a roar. Latino Town Hall, whose members are the eyes and ears of our city and county, sit on boards, advocate for services, recognize the work done by others in our community by annually awarding those unsung sheroes and heroes of Santa Paula who contribute to the beauty and harmony of Santa Paula in order to provide our youth scholarships. They say the children are our future. What kind of future will they inherit? Drought, famine, war, and pandemics move like a cancer across the globe. As the founders of Latino Town Hall journey into elderhood, there's a need to pass the baton. Will the millennials, the X, or the Z generations take their place in building a healthy, holistic community, keeping that sleeping giant awake by joining and contributing to Latino Town Hall? Only you can know that.
To our surprise, this year began with an ongoing concern about COVID, including the imminent emergence of the Delta variant. It became another year of struggling with decision-making about having our annual awards dinner or again going virtual. Recommendations and messaging such as staying at home and using safety precautions like social distancing, wearing a mask, and washing our hands were sometimes ambiguous, unclear, and changing. The 2021 Awards Committee began to meet in January, again via Zoom. Our first task was to decide on, are we going to be live or virtual? Well, it was unanimous. We decided to go virtual. Shortly thereafter, we wondered if we had made the right decision. And again, we voted, and it was a unanimous decision to go virtual. Our next task was the development of this year's theme. After multiple brainstorming sessions and careful consideration of many ideas, we all agreed to go with the obvious, that is, to acknowledge and honor the 25th anniversary of the founding of the Santa Paula Latino Town Hall. After many more creative conversations, we were all in agreement about our complete theme, Santa Paula Latino Town Hall 25th Anniversary, a legacy of education, advocacy, and action. Our stories move us forward then, now, and tomorrow. Then we launched into the adventurous task of soliciting nominations and deciding on recipients, making many decisions about graphic design and both video and program production. In addition to the framework established by the founders of the Santa Paula Latino Town Hall, contributions from the members throughout the last 25 years, and the community service from the past recipients of the community awards, our legacy continues to be expanded by the inspiring stories that have moved us forward. Our Santa Paula community members continue to build on the historical legacy with stories of their own. We are aware of our passing the torch to the future members of the Santa Paula Latino Town Hall. The 2021 award recipients join us in moving our community forward as they demonstrate their commitment to serving our community by going above and beyond in these changing, unpredictable, and sometimes difficult times. Our 9 awards acknowledge the generous and thoughtful activities of members of our community and bring to light both the need and benefit of volunteering in Santa Paula. Their efforts exemplify how our stories move us forward then, now, and tomorrow. It is now my pleasure and honor to present the recipients of the 25th Annual Latino Town Hall Community Awards.
Our current Santa Paula City Mayor, Carlos Juarez, began his volunteer activities as a 6th grader at Barbara Webster Elementary School. He'll tell you he recalls having a paper route for the Santa Paula Chronicle, but ask others and they will tell you about his volunteering to deliver lunch meals to handicapped students. Although he was sometimes made fun of by other students, Carlos did it anyway. It was during this time that he joined the Boys Club of Santa Paula and became a willing helper at the club. In 1976, he was selected Boy of the Year. Today, he is very thankful of the staff and other club members during these early years. He credits them and all their support for steering him in the right direction. Carlos was born in El Paso, Texas. His mother relocated to Santa Paula with Carlos and his sister Martha in the early 1960s. It was about this time when Carlos Alonso Jr. entered their life. He soon became Carlos's father, and a sister Alicia would also join the family. Carlos is grateful to his parents for their support in all he endeavored. During his high school years, Carlos took well to auto shop, taking as many related classes as he could. This dedication led to his auto shop teacher helping him get a job at McCoy's Automotive. Mr. Juarez remained at McCoy's for 6.5 years as a mechanic and tow truck driver. In the early 80s, Mr. Juarez attended Ventura College, where he would meet his future wife, Heidi Lockhart. This is also when he started the Police Reserve Academy and became a reserve police officer for the Santa Paula Police Department. In 1985, Carlos and Heidi were married and began their life together. A year later, Mr. Juarez was hired as a full-time police officer. Carlos and Heidi became parents in 1991 when their son James was born. A few short years later, James' sister Jennifer was born. Mr. Carlos Juarez was elected to the Santa Paula City Council in 2018. He helped with local bond measures and was vice chair of Measure T, the 1-cent tax measure that today provides funding for city streets, roads, police, and youth services. As an example of his dedication, Mr. Juarez, just prior to retiring, worked with a committee to complete the Santa Paula Police Memorial. It was dedicated in May 2011, 2 months before he retired from the Santa Paula Police Department after serving 27 and a half years. He considers this work to be one of the highlights of his career. Now retired, Carlos finds himself volunteering even more wherever he can help. The willingness to help and give of himself comes from childhood memories when his family would receive Christmas baskets and other forms of assistance from the community. He never forgot the help they received, and as a result, he strives to make sure he and his family give back. For 18 years, he served as an assistant scoutmaster for Troop 305. To this day, you will find Carlos volunteering for traditional fundraisers like spaghetti dinners, Rotary Christmas baskets, home tours, walkathons, and city beautification and cleanup days, to the more labor-intensive prop designer, writer, guide, and actor for the annual Ghost Walk, float builder for the Las Piedras Police storefront for the Santa Paula Christmas Parade, set-up cleanup for the annual Moonlight at the Ranch, delivery of senior meals to the homebound, unloading trucks from Food Share at the Methodist Church, and delivery of COVID-19 flyers to seniors at their homes, as well as the annual Easter scavenger hunt. There is not a segment of our community that Carlos has not impacted in a positive way from cradle to senior citizen. The current mayor of Santa Paula does not seek the limelight and was humble in providing details of his extensive service. For these reasons and more, Mr. Carlos Juarez is being honored with the Santa Paula Latino Town Hall's highest honor, the 2021 Raymond Garcia Humanitarian Award.
From paperboy to lieutenant of the Santa Paula Police Department, a long journey by one of Santa Paula's most noted community volunteers. The 2021 Raymond Garcia Humanitarian Award, Latino Town Hall's highest honor, is given only to an individual of the highest character, with a lifetime of giving to our community. Congratulations, Carlos Juarez.
And I'd like to thank the Santa Paula Latino Town Hall for this award.
Hello. I would like to begin by first of all congratulating the Santa Paula Latino Town Hall on its celebration of 25 years of service as well as scholarships to our community. I also want to send my sincere appreciation to all of the 2021 Santa Paula Latino Town Hall Community Award recipients. When I was informed that I had been selected as one of this year's recipients, I was both honored and extremely humbled by this recognition, one that I neither sought nor expected. Throughout my life, I have encountered many people who helped and guided me during formative and sometimes difficult years. Their outreach helped steer me in the right direction. Their help and friendship taught me that I should one day try to do the same for others. I have and will continue to help others when I can, for as long as I can. I hope that my current and future efforts and activities inspire others to do the same. Thank you very much.
Jeanette Jaregui has summed up the experiences of her life in one word: community. She is a fourth-generation Santa Paula resident, the great-granddaughter of Italian and Spanish Basque immigrants, the granddaughter of hard-working ranchers and World War II-era heroes who were Canadian immigrants, and the daughter of two civic-minded parents who dedicated themselves to serving the Santa Paula community. That's her biological family. But Jeanette also has a self-proclaimed extended family in the more than 250 veterans she's had the incredible fortune of interviewing over the last 20 years. Men and women who she met through the community, many of whom became surrogate grandparents to her. Jeanette attended Santa Paula High School, graduating as the youngest of 3 generations of Santa Paula High School grads in 1999. She attended Ventura College and graduated from California Lutheran University with her bachelor's degree in 2003. She took 4 years off to pursue a professional career in journalism before enrolling in Northwestern University's Medill School of Journalism, where she graduated with a master's degree in 2008. Jeanette's interest in journalism began as a child. She vividly remembers being 8 years old and watching the Today Show and thinking that someday, somehow, she wanted to work there. She achieved that goal as a graduate student, first working as an intern for Today, then as a production assistant and associate producer. The experiences she had working at both the New York and Burbank bureaus were unmatched. But while the entertainment aspect of news coverage can be appealing, Jeanette learned that her interests were in celebrating the unsung heroes and sharing personal histories, primarily those of local military veterans. She wrote her first veteran profile in May 2001. It focused on Tony Vasquez, a fellow Santa Paula native, World War II veteran, and former prisoner of war. That experience led to a nearly decade-long friendship with Tony until his death in 2009. The veteran profile she's written led to 3 books: Ventura County Veterans World War II to Vietnam, Of War and Life, A Decade of Stories, and A Man Named Jennings. Jeanette has shared the triumphs and tragedies of veterans of all wars since World War II, of Holocaust survivors, of Tuskegee Airmen, prisoners of war, survivors of the Bataan Death March, women who answered the call of duty, and those who remained stateside to do their part. While many of the men and women she interviewed expressed their appreciation for having a story written especially about them, Jeanette says the real gift was in the opportunity she had to get to know them and share their personal experiences. For many, it was the first time they had ever talked about their time in the military. Jeanette's career has also led her to serve as an adjunct professor and media relations coordinator at California Lutheran University, writer and editor for Pepperdine School of Law, and her current role as Public Information Officer for the Ventura County Area Agency on Aging. Jeanette is a member of the Board of Directors for the Santa Paula Education Foundation, the Harding Park Advisory Council, the Ventura County Museum Accessions Committee, and a board member for the Mupu Parent Club. She also proudly coaches AYSO soccer and softball teams alongside her husband, Tony. Jeanette has led the community campaigns to have the Santa Paula High School tennis courts named for Dave and Julia Dyke and the Santa Paula High School pool named for Roger Bowles, and also led fundraising and design efforts for dedication plaques for both. Jeanette feels her involvement in the community has just begun and plans to continue profiling veterans whenever possible. However, her focus has shifted over the years to include awareness of our community's history through trying to educate her 2 daughters, ages 7 and 4, and other children about the men and women she's interviewed, men and women they will never have a chance to meet in person, and who Jeanette hopes they will get to know through the stories she's written, and those she hasn't written yet. She will share her stories whenever they're willing to listen. For her dedication to serving her community and honoring our veterans and their families, Santa Paula Latino Town Hall is proud to present the 2021 Bob Borrego Community Service Award to Jeanette Jauregui.
Jeanette Jauregui, the 2021 recipient of the Bob Borrego Community Service Award, sums up her life experiences in one word: community. A 4th-generation Santa Paulan who is grounded in community is known for the gift she has given to our community by the 250 stories of war veterans she has interviewed. The many profiles of courage often had never been told before her interviews. We are honored to present the 2021 Bob Borrego Community Service Award to Jeanette Jauregui.
I am deeply humbled to be on the receiving end of the Bob Borrego Community Service Award, especially given the incredible contributions Mr. Borrego has made to the city of Santa Paula. This award means a great deal to me, more than I could ever fully express with words. I was raised by parents who dedicated much of their lives to community service. Their example set the tone for me and showed me how vital it is to get involved. I feel like I've only touched the surface of the ways in which I'd like to contribute to Santa Paula. My passion lies with chronicling the history of the unsung heroes of our community, histories that would otherwise be lost. As for the military profiles I've spent more than 20 years sharing, all I can say is that the men and women I've interviewed have contributed more to my life than I feel I've contributed to theirs. It's been an incredible journey that I hope to continue for years to come. To the members of the Latino Town Hall, I thank you. This truly is an honor.
Jesus Chuy Bermudez Rodriguez, his wife Connie Bermudez, and daughters Gabby, Sandy, and Valeria are the proud owners of Elegant Event Rental, a Santa Paula-based small business. Mr. and Mrs. Bermudez hail from the states of Zacatecas and Guanajuato. He is the eldest of 5 children, and Mrs. Bermudez is the eldest of her 6 siblings. It was 1989 when Jesus's family moved him to California, where he lived in Norwalk and eventually settled in Santa Paula after spending time here with extended family. In the mid-90s, Connie also settled in Santa Paula to be closer to her extended family. They met 27 years ago at a youth club in Our Lady of Guadalupe Church and have been married for 25 years. During this journey, they were blessed with 3 beautiful daughters. Gabby recently graduated from Cal Lutheran University. Sandy is working on a nursing degree and loves to help at an assisted living facility. Valeria loves music and is a junior at Santa Paula High School. Jesus attended Santa Paula and Norwalk High Schools and graduated from Norwalk in 1992. A few years later, he attended Ventura College and received an AA and AS degree in plant science. To learn more English, Connie and Jesus have attended ESL evening classes in Santa Paula. In 2005, with no party rental experience, no formal designer or related training, the Bermudez started their business from their apartment garage. Connie has been a driving force of the business. With no previous business experience, they bought a few chairs and tables. Connie would deliver them to customers for all occasions. She used her previous seamstress experience, her own creativity, and many YouTube videos to begin making tablecloths and chair covers. For 5 years, they nurtured the business, but in 2010, Jesus' employer of 20 years declared bankruptcy. With no jobs, with little inventory, and minimal previous experience in this industry, Connie and Jesus made the decision to start their own business, Elegant Event Rental. The family grew the business little by little, renting multiple self-storage spaces, and just a few years ago, the business was moved to their current and larger warehouse location. Their daughters have been especially important to the business and have helped since they were little girls. Many times their parents would bring them along to help set up chairs, linens, napkins, and glassware. Their family trips to Los Angeles always included making a trip to the fashion district to pick up fabric or decor items needed for the business. Today, the elder daughter, Gabby, has started her own photo booth business, and with the help of the rest of the family, her business keeps growing. The Bermudez family says what makes them happy about what they do is their experience of seeing the reactions of the family attending a quinceañera or a wedding couple when they first step into the reception hall to see all the decor details that make their event more elegant. As a business, Elegant Event Rental has always made itself available to help the Santa Paula community. In 2017, when the Thomas fires destroyed local farm worker homes and most of their belongings, the entire Elegant Event Rental family stepped up to donate time, muscle, and their delivery vehicle to help transport donations like furniture, food, beds, and clothing. Their assistance expedited distribution of donations to fire victims. Elegant Event Rental frequently donates their services to local nonprofit organizations serving the community. At the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic, Elegant Event Rental lost 100% of the business due to related restrictions. However, little by little they have been able to continue with the family business, and they would like to thank all the clients that have supported them during these difficult times. Elegant Event Rental, a homegrown, local family business that continues supporting our Santa Paula community even through the toughest of times, deserves to be recognized as the 2021 Jess Victoria Business Award recipient.
A business that provides exceptional service for every event began from humble beginnings in 2005. The Bermudez family is honored today for their successful business, Elegant Event Rental, and their volunteer service to Thomas Fire victims. Congratulations to one of Santa Paula's finest businesses, Elegant Event Rental.
Well, thank you very much to the Santa Paula Latino Town Hall and to all our customers that have supported us. Thank you. Good evening. We are honored and grateful to be the recipients of the Jess Victoria Business Award. Thank you to the Santa Paula Latino Town Hall organization for choosing us. We must say that we're very thrilled to be recognized here in our Santa Paula community. We are a small family business that provides event rental equipment for weddings, quinceañeras, corporate events, and special family gatherings. Fortunately, we have been able to stay in business even during these very challenging times. Our industry has been affected tremendously due to the pandemic. This award deserves to be shared with our whole family, friends, and all the people that have given us the opportunity to serve them, and to the many others that have sent many referrals our way. This award motivates us to continue to do what we love best, to serve our community. As a family business, we will continue our efforts to provide our services and bring positive changes to create memories for many years to come. We are humble and appreciative. Thank you very much to the Santa Paula community, and thank you again to Santa Paula Latino Town Hall. God bless you, and good night.
Born and raised in Santa Paula, Jerry Cruz is an alumnus of Santa Paula High School, Isbel Middle School, and a proud Bedell Bulldog. He began his performing arts adventures in the 3rd grade, performing as a small teddy bear come to life in an annual Christmas play. This role was soon followed by Mr. Homer Zuckerman in Charlotte's Web. During high school, Jerry took the role of drum major in the Cardinal Band and Color Guard. This experience motivated him to continue playing, so he set off for a brief time to Texas Tech University. There he majored in architecture and tried out for the marching band. For his audition, he was asked to play the marimba and to perform a required solo. As he stood in front of the marimba, which he had never seen prior to this moment, he realized how small his Santa Paula hometown truly was. It was this experience and slight humiliation in Texas that motivated Jerry to pursue the field of music farther and ultimately share that gift with Santa Paula youth. 2003 saw him return to Santa Paula, where he began volunteering with Ed Rowena, his former band teacher and mentor. He continued this work with Mr. Doug Kodansky and became volunteer assistant director to the program. His involvement with the band program opened many opportunities to which he would fully commit himself. In 2008, Jerry became the head varsity tennis coach at Santa Paula High School. During his 11 years coaching, he would earn Coach of the Year twice, a Girls Tennis League championship, and 8 CIF playoff berths. In 2011, with his background in dance and musical theater, Jerry took the mantle of theater team advisor. That same year, he began to advise and coach the Fillmore High School Color Guard and music assistant for the Flashes Regiment Marching Band under Greg Godfrey. In 2015, he was approached by members of the theater team to reinstitute the Cardinal Choir. From 2014 to 2017, Jerry began a local community drumline known as the Heritage Valley Percussion Ensemble. This group brought together percussionists and musicians from Ojai, Fillmore, Piru, and Santa Paula and allowed them to compete all around Southern California. With annual performances at the Santa Paula Relay for Life and competitions with the American Drumline Association, this group earned the championship banner. He is currently advising and coaching band and color guard at Fillmore High School. He continues as the Assistant Director of Instrumental Music, Director of Choral Music, Theater Team Advisor, and stagecraft and choir teacher at Santa Paula High School. Jerry has written and directed numerous TV commercials for national advertising companies, performed with the California State University Channel Island Chorus and Chamber Orchestras, and most recently was invited to perform in the world-renowned Carnegie Hall in New York City, coming up in June 2022. Jerry hopes to continue bringing honor and recognition to the students of Santa Paula and its surrounding communities. Jerry believes that in the arts, everyone is allowed to be free and represent the best version of themselves, including free from negative influences, bottled up emotions, free to express oneself as they see fit, and free from criticism and hate. He strives to always be accepting and acknowledges the needs of others. His devotion to education is what drives him to work tirelessly for the benefit of the students of our community. As the performing arts in Santa Paula continue to grow, he plans to remain a part of our community for as long as his career allows him to. Jerry truly appreciates that the Santa Paula community gave him so much time and experience to develop into what he is today, that he wishes to continue to be able to evolve and lead the next generation beyond any challenges they face. For his dedication to providing musical experiences to students attending Santa Paula High School, for sharing his lifelong love of arts within the Heritage Valley, for advocating and helping to maintain an active theater program, and for his dedication to enriching the lives of students through the performing arts, Jerry Cruz is awarded the 2021 Santa Paula Latino Town Hall Javier Montes Cultural Arts Award.
Small town Santa Paula boy goes to Carnegie Hall, New York City, New York. Santa Paula Latino Town Hall is pleased to honor Jerry Cruz with the 2021 Javier Montes Cultural Arts Award. From theater arts to drum major and theater team advisor, Mr. Cruz has used his performing arts skills as Santa Paula High School stagecraft and choir career technical education teacher. He also volunteers in various community endeavors. Please help us congratulate Jerry Cruz.
I would like to thank the Santa Paula Latino Town Hall for the honor of the Xavier Montes Cultural Arts Award, and I'm humbled to receive such distinction. Throughout the 18 years of volunteering and working with the students and community of Santa Paula, I've been able to express my creativity and passion for the arts, as well as pass on the many important lessons I've learned from my mentors and teachers, like Lou Lingo, Ed Rowena, Doug Kadansky, and Basil Augustine. Their teachings and the collaborative efforts of my friends and colleagues Sabrina Moreno, Christy Crisp, and Francisco Marquez allow me to pass on the love of the arts to hundreds of students every year, whether it be music, dance, acting, theater, or visual art. The passion we embody will always drive me forward. The Xavier Montes Cultural Arts Award comes at a time where my life is transitioning to the next stage, as I'm applying for graduate school and continuing my education to better myself and the opportunities I can bring to the city and community of Santa Paula. I would like to once again thank the Santa Paula Latino Town Hall for this amazing honor, and hope to always embody what it means to serve the community and bring pride to Santa Paula.
Mrs. Mary Doan is the proud longtime principal of Grace Thill Elementary School. Her career in education began in 1984 as an elementary school teacher. Her first assignment was teaching a class of 40 sixth grade students. However, that experience didn't dissuade her from teaching. She went on to teach hundreds more students over the span of her 20-year teaching career. After many rewarding years in the classroom, she is currently in her 18th year as a school administrator. She resides in Ventura County with her husband. They have 2 adult children, a daughter who lives in Napa, and a son and daughter-in-law who live in California. Both of her children work in education-related jobs. Mrs. Doan's inspiration to become an educator came from the hard work ethic and commitment to service that was part of her upbringing. As she was growing up in Southern California, Mrs. Doan, her parents, and 4 siblings frequently volunteered at their church or with a number of different community organizations. Education was important to her parents, and they made many sacrifices to send all 5 children to college. Her parents knew education was key in their children realizing their dreams. Mrs. Doan graduated in 1983 from California State University Fullerton with a bachelor's degree in child development. She earned her multiple subject teaching credential in 1984. In 1989, Mrs. Doan earned a master's degree in education, curriculum, and instruction from San Diego State University, and in 2005 she earned a second master's degree in educational administration. At the heart of Mrs. Doan's work is a profound sense of commitment and dedication to providing the students of Santa Paula with a rich and rigorous education that will set them firmly on any path they choose. Through highly detailed data analysis of student progress 3 times per year, Mrs. Doan and the Grace Thill staff ensure students are monitored closely and that they are matched up with the appropriate services and supports to meet their specific needs. She advocates for robust programs and services for migrant students, socioeconomically disadvantaged students, Latino students, emerging bilingual students, and students with disabilities. She works closely with staff to ensure students are provided with English language development, ELD, instruction for emerging bilingual students and strong ELD and reading intervention services for newcomer students and academic intervention for all students who need it. She works hard to ensure that students are supported socially and emotionally as well, in an environment of love, care, and safety while they are at school. Mrs. Doan also recognizes the need to support families and believes parents hold the important job of being their child's first teacher. Mrs. Doan works closely with the district's adult education to provide English as a second language, ESL classes, for parents 4 days per week and provides childcare so parents can attend. She ensures that parents have opportunities to attend workshops that inform them about school and how to support their children. She connects parents of emerging bilingual students with opportunities to attend conferences on bilingual education. She and her staff work closely with community agencies to connect families to community services so they do not go without food, shelter, or medical services. They also partner with community agencies such as Catalyst Church to provide free uniforms, shoes, bicycle helmets, and school supplies for students. She and her staff recognize it is important to support the whole child. Mrs. Doan's commitment and dedication to the students and families of Santa Paula was recognized by the Santa Paula Chamber of Commerce in 2001 when she was named Teacher of the Month. She was also recognized by the Santa Paula Federation of Teachers as Teacher Honoree in 2001. During her tenure at Grace Thill School, it was recognized as a Title I Academic Achievement Award School, and she has had the privilege of working with the Ventura County Office of Education to collaborate about strategies for academic achievement. For her dedication and commitment to students and their families, both academically and socially, Santa Paula Latino Town Hall is proud to present the 2021 Education Award to Mrs. Mary Doan.
Santa Paula Latino Town Hall is pleased to present Mrs. Mary Doan with the 2021 Education Award. An outstanding teacher and administrator for over 20 years, she believes strongly in the value of bilingualism for students and their families. She acknowledges the rich culture and language of Latino students. Mrs. Doan is recognized for providing students of Santa Paula with a rich and rigorous education. Congratulations, Mrs. Doan.
Thank you, Latino Town Hall, for recognizing my work in the education community in our beautiful town of Santa Paula. I'm honored to receive this award from an organization so committed to advocating for the Latino community and working so hard to expand educational and economic opportunities for our families in Santa Paula. For the past 28 of my 36 years in education, I've been blessed to teach the beautiful children of Santa Paula and also work side by side with exceptional people as I have served as a site administrator in 3 of our wonderful schools. My belief has always been that our students are bright and capable, that they share the gift of beautiful culture and language, and that they can soar to reach any goal they set for themselves if they are provided a robust and rigorous education in a caring and nurturing environment, strong English language development, and access to community resources. I've dedicated my life to serving in education to lift up our students and empower them to genuinely express who they are and develop the gifts that they possess. I am so proud of how far we have come in the Santa Paula Unified School District to open doors to new possibilities for our students. I look forward to continuing my work in Santa Paula and serving our students and families so they can continue to thrive and excel. Thank you again for this education award and all of the work you do for our community.
Santa Paula veterans were chartered by Veterans of Foreign Wars as Post 2043 on March 20th, 1931. From that date forward, they were known as VFW Post 2043 of Santa Paula. In January 1987, the members of VFW Post 2043 decided to rename the post to honor 2 Santa Paula families who lost sons and daughters in World War II. The Mercer family lost Henrietta F. Mercer, an aviation machinist with the Women's United States Navy Reserves in 1945, and First Lieutenant Herbert E. Mercer with the United States Air Corps in 1943. The Prieto family lost Isabel Vela Prieto, a PFC, with the United States Marine Corps in 1943, and Ramon V. Prieto, a PFC, with the 508th Parachute Regiment Infantry, United States Army in 1944. So they are now known as Veterans of Foreign Wars, Mercer Prieto, Post 2043 of Santa Paula. At one time they had over 100 members. They are now down to 47 life members. Of those, 16 to 18 are active members who regularly participate in a variety of community events and meetings. Their community events consist of honoring departed comrades with military honor services throughout Ventura County. They also visit our local schools and provide programs for Veterans Day and Memorial Day. Their flag color guard also presents at various events such as opening day ceremonies for Santa Paula Little League, city council meetings, church events, Hands Across Santa Paula, California Veterans Home in Ventura, the Santa Paula Labor and Christmas parades, flag retirement ceremonies, the POW MIA program, and other city events. The Post is a nonprofit fraternal veterans organization that files tax statements each year and has a business license in the city of Santa Paula. Their sources of revenue are a dinner fundraiser during the month of October that has been on hold the last couple of years. Twice a year they have the Veterans Poppy Drive during Memorial Weekend in May and Veterans Day in November, and from donations from families that they've honored with military honors funerals. All of their community donations, approximately 30, are supported by these funds. On a yearly basis, the membership votes on who or whom will be the recipients of their donations. Santa Paula's community youth programs are their number one priority.
Santa Paula Latino Town Hall is pleased to present the Community Service Organization Award to the VFW Mercer Prieto Post 2043, who have honored departed veterans with military honors since 1931. Accepting the award is Commander David Silva. Congratulations to the entire post.
On behalf of the veterans and the members of Mercer Prieto VFW Post 2043, thank you, Santa Paula Latino Town Hall. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am David Silva, Commander of Veterans of Foreign Wars, Mercer Prieto Post 2043 of Santa Paula, better known as the Center of the Universe. On behalf of our members here and abroad, I would like to thank the person who nominated our post to be the 2021 Santa Paula Latino Town Hall Community Service Agency Award honoree. It is truly a great honor to be recognized, but I would like everyone to know that what we do for the community of Santa Paula and throughout Ventura County, we do with great respect and pride, especially when honoring our departed comrades. In addition, through our school programs, our message to the students is always explaining what the true cost of freedom is. Thank you, Santa Paula Latino Town Hall, and may God bless America.
Simon Mata, a proud Mexican-American and the son of John and Dora Mata, was born July 13, 1986. He has lived his whole life in Santa Paula. He attended Bedell Elementary School and began playing youth sports in Santa Paula when he was 8 years old. He completed his 8th grade at Isbell Middle School in 2000 and graduated from Santa Paula High School in 2004. Simon was an outstanding student-athlete during his Santa Paula High School years. He played 2 years of basketball and 4 years of football. In 2002 and 2003, he was honored by being named First Team All-League and First Team All-CIF in football. In 2004, he was inducted into the 2004 Ventura County High School Football Hall of Fame. Simon and his wife Sarah were married in 2008 and are proud parents of 4 children, Isaiah, Elijah, Shia, and Ayana. Simon began working at Community Memorial Hospital in May 2005 as a physical therapy aide. In 2007, he enrolled at Excelsior College, graduating and earning an associate's degree in respiratory therapy in 2009. In 2010, Simon began to volunteer and coach youth sports in his beloved Santa Paula. He has coached multiple sports: AYSO soccer, baseball with Santa Paula Little League, basketball with Santa Paula Community Center, and football with Santa Paula Youth Football. Simon has always had a passion to give back to Santa Paula youth. In 2012, a personal friend, Juvenal Magana, invited and encouraged Simon to get deeper involved with youth football, and he showed him the behind-the-scenes actions of the program. Juvenal showed Simon how coaches spend countless hours preparing the youth, something most fans are not aware of. This truly inspired Simon to step up and do what he can for Santa Paula youth. In 2015, Simon made two big decisions. He decided to go back to college and to take on the presidency of the Santa Paula Youth Football Program. In 2017, Simon graduated from Western Governors University with a bachelor's degree in health informatics, while at the same time he ran a very successful youth football program comprising multiple age groups and won championship titles over the next 4 seasons. Today, as the shadow of the COVID epidemic begins to subside, Simon's young daughters, Shia and Ayana, are ready to play Santa Paula sports. For Simon, they are the best reasons to continue volunteering and contributing his time to Santa Paula's youth sports programs. For his many years of leadership and dedication to the youth in our community, Santa Paula Latino Town Hall is honored to award Simon Mata the 2021 Sports Award.
An inductee of the 2004 Ventura County High School Football Hall of Fame, Simon has volunteered since 2010 by coaching youth sports. His dedication to our local youth is recognized today with the presentation of the 2021 Latino Town Hall Sports Award. Congratulations, Simon Mata.
Thank you very much. I just want to say thank you on behalf of the youth football program, and I want to thank you on behalf of my family too. Thank you, everybody. Hello, I want to begin by saying that I'm truly honored to receive this award. It's a great feeling to receive such an honorable award. I did not start out volunteering in the youth programs to receive anything in return. I set out to give back to the Santa Paula community. Even though I am receiving this award by myself, it was truly a group effort over the 7 years that allowed me to be here. I want to thank everyone that helped me along the way. I want to thank Juvenal Magana for mentoring me and helping me along the way. He could have made up excuses not to help, but he was there every step of the way. I want to thank everyone on the Santa Paula board, Matt Bonostro, Maria Bonostro, Tina Mata, Daniel Wortman, and Javier and Juvenal Magana. I truly had a great team around me to give back to the kids. I want to also thank my family because I wouldn't have been able to be out on the playing field giving it my all without the support of my mom, Dora Mata, my dad, John Mata, and my wife, Sarah, and all my kids for sacrificing a little bit of my time. My goals were to give the kids a great place to be, to let off a little steam. The time I have spent in the community has given me so much in return. I have not only got to see my kids grow, but the many kids I have coached. From time to time, I receive text messages and phone calls from former players giving me updates and telling me how they are doing and where they have been in life. It's truly been a blessing to be part of this great community for so long, and I have truly grateful that I was able to give back. I hope to have many more years doing what I can to help. I want to thank the Latino Town Hall for this award. It is truly an honor, and I will carry this with me for years to come. Thank you.
Alondra Flores Ramirez is a 2021 graduate of Santa Paula High School and is currently attending the University of California, Berkeley, majoring in Society and Environment. She is the youngest of her family and is following the path set by her older brother Eduardo and sister Carolina in pursuing higher education. They are her most important role models. Her parents, her most important motivators, have always encouraged their children to pursue higher education as first-generation students. Alondra was an active member of Future Farmers of America, FFA, since her freshman year. While in FFA, she volunteered her time helping at the Limonera Pumpkin Patch Petting Zoo, Santa Paula Rotary Canned Food Drive, Adopt a Pathway, and Santa Paula Beautiful. Through Alondra's FFA experience, she also successfully competed in public speaking contests. It was the summer of 2018 when Alondra had the opportunity to raise her first market goat for the Ventura County Fair. The outcome was exciting in that she won Reserved FFA Market Goat Champion. Through her years in FFA, she logged over 200 hours of community service and leadership activities and worked over 750 hours in multiple related agriculture projects. As an outcome of her effort, she earned her FFA state degree. She also served as president of MECHA, Movimiento Estudiantil Chicano de Aztlán, which aspires to promote higher education, political involvement, cultural and historical understanding. MECHA students support each other academically and help guide each other during social and emotional challenges they may face as high school students. Throughout her freshman to junior year, she helped to organize cultural events at Santa Paula High School, such as Dia de los Muertos and Indigenous Day. During her sophomore and junior year, she was involved with Spanish Honor Society and California Scholarship Federation, served as an academic tutor for elementary school students at the Blanchard Library, and participated at Family Science Nights, with a focus on helping youth get excited about science. Alondra served as junior class vice president, helping the associated student body organize school-wide events, fundraisers, homecoming activities, and worked at the student store on campus. She also competed in the 2019 Oxnard College Geo Bowl, a team geography competition, and her team placed first against other Ventura County high schools. Alondra has learned she will have to take the initiative to pursue her academic goals and prepare for her future. During her summers, not only did she raise 2 market goats through FFA, but she also worked with her father, doing landscaping. The summer of her junior year, she was inspired to join Justice in the Classroom, a Ventura County youth-led organization working towards bringing an ethnic studies and inclusive curriculum to all Ventura County school districts. Alondra's senior year was like no other. Due to the emergence of the COVID-19 pandemic, her classes were all online. She persisted through her senior year on Zoom, dealing with technical challenges, applying to colleges, completing the year using a school-issued device. She did her best to stay as involved as possible in her school and volunteer activities, oftentimes through virtual meetings. During the spring semester, she took part in a 14-week Environmental Voices Academy through the Ventura-based nonprofit Climate First, Replacing Oil and Gas, CFROG. and was part of the first cohort of 12 students from Ventura County. This was an important and foundational activity for her. The Academy focused on learning about environmental issues and environmental justice. Environmental faculty from California State University Channel Islands and staff mentors from Sea Frog provided instruction and training. This solidified her interest in pursuing a career related to environmental studies. Alondra is a student who understands how to work hard and achieve, and she also knows that her family relationships are paramount. She stated that she wouldn't be where she is today without the full love and support from her family. Her parents, Celia and Valentin, have given her everything they could. Their endless support is something that she is deeply grateful for. They have shown her how to be resilient and echarle ganas. This has shaped her understanding of what her purpose will be in life and what career path she will follow. This past summer, she has dealt with the sudden loss of her father while preparing to move away to college. Support from her family and friends have helped her move forward. Alondra plans to continue her education at UC Berkeley and eventually earn a PhD. She also plans to continue giving back to her community and one day returning to Ventura County and bringing all she has learned to her Santa Paula community. Alondra has set a path and will follow it with the support of her familia, mentors, professors, and peers. Santa Paula Latino Town Hall recognizes the many accomplishments of this young woman, and we have confidence she will achieve her personal, professional, and academic goals. For being an exemplary student, volunteer, and role model to other Santa Paula youth, Alondra Flores Ramirez is being honored with the 2021 Santa Paula Latino Town Hall Youth Award.
Alondra Flores Ramirez is currently a student at the University of California, Berkeley, majoring in society and the environment. She is unable to join us today, but is represented by her proud mother, Celia Ramirez Flores, and her brother, Eduardo Flores, and in spirit by her late father, Valentin Flores. Alondra is an active member of Santa Paula Latino Town Hall, who is not only a dedicated student, but also a community volunteer and former Santa Paula High School MECHA president. She has logged in over 200 hours of community service. We are proud to award Alondra with the 2021 Youth Award. Congratulations.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Alondra Flores, and I am overwhelmed with gratitude to have been selected as a recipient of the Latino Town Hall 2021 Youth Award. I am honored to be recognized on this historic 25th anniversary. Santa Paula Latino Town Hall's dedication to serving our community has had a tremendous impact on many youth, including myself. I value the mission of Santa Paula Latino Town Hall and hope to come back to serve my community after college. I would like to thank my siblings, Carolina y Eduardo, and my parents, Celia and Valentin, for being my biggest supporters. They are always there for me, doing everything they can and encouraging me to do my best. I would also like to thank my advisors and my Santa Paula High School teachers for supporting me throughout my high school career. Without them, I wouldn't be where I am today. And finally, I'd like to thank the Latino Town Hall Awards Committee for their dedication to the annual awards events, even through these difficult times. Gracias.
Fatima Saucedo is a first-generation Latina and undergraduate student at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. She has 3 siblings, 1 older sister and 2 younger brothers. Neither of her parents finished high school. Nevertheless, she and her sister planned to be the first in their family to complete a 4-year university. Her sister is currently a student at California State University, Fresno, majoring in agriculture. Fatima has 2 brothers, one in 7th grade and one in 5th grade. Throughout her high school years, Fatima's parents and sister worked full-time away from the home, leaving her as the de facto mother figure to her younger siblings. It was her responsibility to make sure both brothers were present for their classes and understood and completed their schoolwork. She was also responsible for multiple household chores and looking out for her siblings' well-being. At school, she was further challenged as a highly involved student athlete. Fatima played volleyball for the Lady Cardinals girls volleyball team her entire high school career. She played at all levels of the program and during her junior year received the Most Spirit Award. Fatima has always been dedicated and committed to her education, whether it was waking up at 3 in the morning to complete assignments or simply to ensure that work was done to the best of her abilities. She has always strived to earn the best grades. Fatima built strong, positive relationships with her teachers and was known as a great student, friend, and role model. She has grown to be a strong leader, is responsible and full of perseverance. Not only was she an active athlete, she also participated and held officer positions in multiple extracurricular activities, including Santa Paula Future Farmers of America, FFA, and the California Scholarship Federation Club. Her involvement allowed her to accrue over 200 hours of community service. For Fatima, being involved in school and within her community is a vital passion and accomplishment. Last year, she became a California Girls State delegate. Through this once-in-a-lifetime experience, she learned much and developed a better understanding of the federal government. She was also awarded the Santa Paula Rotary's Junior Achievement Award for her deep involvement in FFA. As a member of the Agricultural Science Academy and FFA program, she became truly passionate about agriculture. Her goals are to continue learning and sharing her knowledge of agriculture while pursuing a career in this field. To make an impact, she hopes to substantially improve the quality of agricultural products that are going to market and to help local farmers gain the recognition, business, and support they deserve. Fatima believes there are regulations that make it difficult for farmers to grow food economically without increasing the cost to the consumer. She plans to work towards finding ways to produce food locally, educate the public about the importance of buying local, supporting local farmers, and making healthy choices. To her, it is important to sustain a healthy agricultural industry so they can provide the best quality food to the consumer while at the same time understanding the vital importance of the labor force. For being an exemplary student, volunteer, and role model to other Santa Paula youth, Fatima Saucedo is being honored with the 2021 Santa Paula Latino Town Hall Youth Award.
A young woman who strives for greatness and holds herself to high standards is this year's Santa Paula Latino Town Hall 2021 Youth recipient. Congratulations, Fatima Saucedo, and we wish you every success as a first-generation Latina Cal Poly San Luis Obispo student.
It is a huge honor to receive the 2021 Latino Town Hall Youth Award. And receiving this award means that my community of Santa Paula is constantly supporting me in all my successes. It will motivate me to continue to pursue my goals in education. This award proves to me that with hard work and commitment, I can accomplish whatever goals I strive for. I am very thankful for my teachers, family, and friends for always believing in me, even in the moments where I do not believe in myself. I will forever be grateful for the Santa Paula High School Agriculture Science Academy for giving me various leadership experiences and helping me grow into the person I am today. Within this academy, I have found my true passion for agriculture and have built life skills, lasting connections, leadership, and have received life-changing opportunities beyond the classroom. I am proud to be a Latina in Santa Paula and will continue to strive to make my community proud. Once again, I am very appreciative to have been nominated for the 2021 Latino Town Hall Youth Award. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Tania Cisneros Magaña. I'm a current student at TSUCI, and I won one of the Latino Town Hall scholarships. I'm very grateful to say that I won, and I'm planning to use the money for this upcoming school year's textbook, so I'm very grateful to say I won, and thank you.
Hello, my name is Lori Sanchez, Treasurer of the Santa Paula Latino Town Hall and member of the Scholarship Drive Committee. Over the past 25 years, Santa Paula Latino Town Hall has awarded over $200,000 in scholarships to the Santa Paula and Renaissance High School students to further their educational goals. While the student population grows, the success of our students often depends on the financial support of our community to ensure that all of our students have the same opportunity to develop and achieve themselves academically. We seek excellence from them with a commitment from us to support their efforts. We do this through our annual awards event where we raise at least $10,000 through our silent auction specifically for scholarships. Since we have not been able to meet in person over the last 2 years, we have relied on the generous donors such as those viewing this video. This year we are initiating a stretch challenge to increase our fundraising goal to $15,000. This will allow us to grant another 5 students the scholarship. We humbly reach out to you and ask that you go to our website at www.splth.org to locate the scholarship donation form and send a check to SPLTH Scholarship at P.O. Box 128, Santa Paula, California 93060. You may also contact me directly to donate by debit or credit card at 805-933-2361. Your generous donation is an investment in our students and our community. Education and economic development go hand in hand. Without your help, the opportunities slowly disappear for our students who need the additional boost to their confidence that someone believes in them and wants them to succeed. As a community, we benefit from a trained workforce and future nurses, scientists, teachers, judges, librarians, and other professionals needed in this thriving community. We thank you for your continued support. Your donation is greatly appreciated. Santa Paula Latino Town Hall sincerely wishes each of you a happy holidays and a strong 2022.
Thank you for the opportunity to join you for this year's celebration recognizing the Santa Paula Latino Town Hall's award recipients. For over 20 years, the Santa Paula Latino Town Hall has done the important work to address the issues and concerns of the Latino community throughout the Santa Clara Valley and Ventura County as a whole. Your efforts to engage and empower Latinos throughout Santa Paula and Ventura County are commendable, and I am so proud to support and recognize your work. Every year, it's my privilege to join you to celebrate this work and acknowledge the extraordinary community leaders who have shown an unwavering and steadfast dedication to our community through exemplary service. This year is no exception. Tonight's awardees are each the embodiment of an outstanding commitment to community and service to others. Though we cannot meet in person this year, I'm glad to be able to be here virtually and continue the tradition of celebrating excellence and the indispensable work of the Santa Paula Latino Town Hall. Have a great night, and once again, congratulations to all of this year's award recipients. Thank you for everything that you do.
Hola Santa Paula, I'm State Senator Monique Limon. Congratulations to the Santa Paula Latino Town Hall for your quarter of a century, 25-year anniversary. Your advocacy for the Santa Clara Valley community on all issues, from education to healthcare access, has not gone unnoticed. I want to congratulate you especially for this year's recipients and award winners. Thank you for your dedication and leadership, helping neighbors, friends access the resources and better quality of life. I'm proud to represent you in California State Capitol. Again, congratulations to all of your success and to each and every one of you for your dedication to our community, to the Santa Clara Valley, and for advancing the Santa Paula Latino Town Hall.
Good evening. My name is Vice Mayor Jenny Crosswhite, and it is my honor to congratulate all of our award recipients tonight on behalf of the city of Santa Paula. Santa Paula is such a great place to live, and one of those reasons is because of the people. And some of those great people that live in Santa Paula and make such great contributions to our town are being honored here tonight in this ceremony. And I want to give a heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of them for everything they do to make our town such a great place. I wish that we could be in person and we could each congratulate them personally, but in lieu of that, I'm so thankful for this event and for the recognition that each of them is going to receive. I also want to thank Latino Town Hall and the committee that put this event together. It's such a great event every year, and I know I've put on some virtual events, and virtual events can be just as much work and sometimes more. And so thank you to your efforts so that we could congratulate all of the award winners tonight. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Cynthia Salas, and as Vice President of Latino Town Hall, I would like to share that we have a legacy of active community involvement. Latino Town Hall members are engaged in many community settings and activities ranging from civil rights, health, environment, education, government, and cultural advocacy work. Our members actively collaborate with school districts, colleges, universities, city council, county agencies, and other local organizations to promote quality service, relevant and effective education, and maximize opportunities for overall community wellness. Our members are committed volunteers who realize these goals to the best of their collective abilities and self-identify areas of interest. We call on all interested individuals and groups to join with us either through membership or collaboration in promoting and guiding positive community efforts that enhance our quality of life. If you have skills, talents, a dedicated passion for service, and want to provide support to our community, please consider becoming a member of Latino Town Hall. As a minimum requirement, we ask for dedicated 2 hours a month to Latino Town Hall, and we encourage students, families, individuals, all of ages to join. Lastly, you don't have to identify as Latino to join, and we have the following types of membership options. We have individual, student, and family. We hold our meetings every third Saturday of each month at 9 a.m. If you would like to learn more about Latino Town Hall, please visit our website at www.sp-lth.org or email us at splthcommunications@gmail.com or contact our president, Laura Espinosa, at 805-407-1608. We look forward to welcoming you as a member, and thank you for listening.
We hope you enjoyed hearing the stories of the 2021 award recipients, each a valuable member of our community. Their stories reveal the positive momentum towards moving us forward here in Santa Paula. I would like to acknowledge the year-long effort of the 2021 Awards Committee members. They have engaged in bi-weekly Zoom meetings, masked runs to pick up yard signs, awards, and flowers, physically distanced photo sessions, hours and hours of recording and editing for both video production and program production, relentless pursuit of sponsors and scholarship donors, and so much more to ensure the success this year of the virtual event. Finally, we hope you enjoyed this year's virtual awards presentation and the awards program that was in the December 1st issue of the Santa Paula Times. From all of us on the 25th Annual Awards Committee, thank you, gracias, for your ongoing support and for watching our virtual event. Remember, our stories move us forward, then, now, and tomorrow.
As we close the year, we respectfully acknowledge those who have passed and their families due to the COVID-19 pandemic. We also want to thank the public servants who ensured Ventura County communities remain safe through daily information in multiple languages, vaccination pop-ups, and provided proper medical care. We truly thank our county partners, city and education leaders, and the collaborations we have shared with other community-based organizations. Special recognition goes to every Santa Paula Latino Town Hall member, past and present, that have fulfilled their membership obligation of at least 2 hours a month of service to the community. We recognize the good work of Dr. Robert Levin, Ventura County Public Health Officer, Rigoberto Vargas, Director of Public Health, Mike Powers, CEO of the County of Ventura, Rosa Gonzalez, Clerk of the Board and Community Liaison, and all the doctors, nurses, and other medical support staff. Each was instrumental in keeping our essential workers, including farm workers, safe. We could not have come out of this second year of the pandemic without them. Gracias. Good night. Our story includes all of you and moves us forward.